Buff Bagwell, y'all. Marcus Alexander, former WCW star, has his leg amputated after complications from a 2020 car crash. And before I get into this, shout out to Richard West. Let's send everybody over to subscribe to Richard West right here. I say Richard West decodes, but which he does, but Richard West right there. This is the picture you'll see of Richard. I need to check out a couple of videos here. It looks like I'm behind on. It looks like Richard's just putting out a lot over here. I'm interested in the Kate Winslet. If you check the post, Richard, I don't know if you're planning on making a video. I kind of want you to. Regardless if you already knew about this info or not. Look, I don't know if Kate Winslet, how that came across your algorithm. Look, 49 years old. And that's that Travis Kelce birthday, October 5. And I see that you connected Winslet with Jenner by the numbers. That's interesting because Jenner is born in 49. You see that? And Jenner's birthday is 20 days. 23 days after Winslet. And look, Katy Perry's birthday is October 25th. So you get Katy, Caitlyn, and Kate Winslet all connected there. And there's probably more, but that gets me excited thinking about these characters, right? Interesting. Oh, okay, I forgot. Katy Perry's real last name is Hudson. I was almost thinking it was two characters. That's interesting, right? So anyways, let's send everybody, even the bots, over to Richard West's channel. Let's pump up the subscriber count. Magic algorithm. Hopefully we get a video. Oh, you do got a video. Maybe we get a part 2. Richard, I should have watched the video first. You might have pointed out some of that stuff. But let's encourage Richard to possibly come with the part 2. Not to make you feel uncomfortable, Richard. But shout out to you. And of course you don't have to. I bet, and remember there's a Caitlin Clark connection there as well, I'm sure. Okay, so let's get on with this decode now. Buff Bagwell, he was only with WWF for a short stint. Now WWE. So they're listing him as former WCW star, as I guess he was more known. But leg amputated after complications from a 2020 crash. I'm not seeing any like pictures or anything from that crash. You know what I mean? Did he just owe something or what? I even put 2020 pictures crash Buff Bagwell. Look, I don't see no images from the wreckage, nothing. You see that? So I wonder, and look, don't forget he was a part of the NWO, New World Order, which kind of connects to a lot of the conspiracy content out there, right? Are we in a new world order? Is Trump ushering in the new world order? And Buff Bagwell's been hitting my algorithm for about the last 5-6 months, just all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him, I don't know if he's got his own like podcast. I've seen him be a guest on other shows as well. So he's just been popping up, and now look, now he loses his leg. Is this because he owes something? Look, they're letting us know. Former WCW star. You see that? It's like, does something may have to give, and maybe it was the leg, right? So let's watch this. I think we're gonna listen to him speak here, and then, well, I guess this guy's talking on it first, and then I think we hear from Buff in the next video.
Hey, I'm Scott Johnson, host of Going Ringside. Breaking news about Buff Bagwell. Look at that. WCW legend. Just in the last few minutes, we learned he had a major leg amputation of his right leg. Now, this is due to complications from a car crash from about 5 years ago. This is a major medical procedure, obviously. Our thoughts and prayers are with Buff. He's had kind of a rough road in the last several years. Got his life back on track thanks to Diamond Dallas Page, DDP Yoga, and a lot of support, and had been doing well. But this medical intervention, a leg amputation, certainly just going to be major life change for him. So he does look conscious, and looks like, he's starting the road to recovery. But thoughts and prayers with Buff Bagwell. This is a major medical procedure.
That's kind of a balance as well. They're like, oh, getting his life back on track. I saw him wearing like a sobriety shirt or something too. But is this just a part of the balance too? Like, hey, you are a controlled character. Don't think you're just going to go a separate way and get everything straight, right? Is this a balance? Remember, they keep things balanced. You and your family, you're not just going to grow to be uber successful in the world. It's controlled without something having to give, okay? We're already shadow banned over here. But you start to make moves, you start to gain success. Uh, you know, let's say somebody in your family has to go to a hospital for some medical reasons. Something has to give is what I'm telling you. And the powers to be are going to make sure that things balance. Don't tell me it's some natural energy force about the world. No, I'm not buying it. Something had to give.
But still, you can't prepare yourself. No. You can't prepare yourself for that, brother. Wow. I mean, it's not there. And like right this second, I can feel my calf. I can feel my ankle.
Really?
Like put your hand where my ankle would be.
Right here.
Like I can almost feel you feeling that.
Really?
I swear to God.
Like you could almost feel it.
I almost feel it. I don't know why it's my ankle that my brain's working, but it's my ankle is going like this.
Can I touch it?
Yes.
Touch it. Yeah, touch it.
Here's it's
soft.
It's light, and it's like I'll spell. We're like just really feel it. Like I'm gonna relax.
Yeah. It's soft.
It's light. There's not much there, bro.
And I know we talked about it. What do they do with the leg? Because I know you want it.
So they showed me. He said he took a picture of it. So I got.
Let's not forget that this is a pro wrestler, and wrestling is fake and scripted. His legs and the bottom half of his body may just be under that bed. Notice how the left leg is covered up in some kind of legging or whatever. And yeah, it moved, but we don't even know if that's his real leg. Oh, the video doesn't want to play again? Right? Oh, wow, they don't let the video play.
But still, you can't prepare yourself.
Look, we don't know if that's really his leg on the left.
And like
right, the bottom half of his body it could be under there. We may need some more verification. So those are my theories. What do you think about this? Amputate has 97 like Buff Bagwell in the language. Do you like that slide? I put it nice and big for everybody to see. It's a Buff Bagwell amputate story. If you're saying to yourself, man, that's a coincidence. What about that? Marcus Bagwell 47 like amputate. Okay. Buff Bagwell, stage name, 97 like amputate, ordinal cipher. You even get two other ciphers. There's 4 base ciphers I used to show you. You see 4747, reduction and reverse reduction, Marcus Bagwell. I think Alexander might be his middle name. In wrestling, they would call him Marcus Alexander Bagwell or Buff Bagwell, right? Now look at that. You see how that hits right there, okay? So we get this story, and it's an amputate story with the character, okay? They say right here, and you see right there, Marcus Alexander Buff Bagwell underwent an amputation of his right leg Thursday. They're saying a car crash. This is a result of a car crash in 2020. I mean, I'm not laughing. It's just, what's up with that, right? That was a long time ago. But I'm not saying I'm a doctor or anything. Look at this. And I'm going to further prove that there's something fishy going on here. So we get this this news Thursday. He underwent amputation on Thursday, July 17th. That's the 198th day of the year. So this was trending the next day, the 199th day of the year. Leg amputated equals 199 in the reverse cipher. One day after the amputation. Look at the title again. Look, leg amputated, Buff Bagwell. Okay, so look. The accident, they say, occurred the 16th day of the 8th month in 2020. 168. He gets his leg amputated on the day leaving 167. 167 days in the year. So you get 168, 167, 198, 199. Look at how close those numbers hit. And what else does it say here? Oh, okay. So that's why he had the sobriety shirt. Specifically, the incident occurred on August 16th, 2020. And look, I'm not saying that it didn't happen. It's not what I'm saying. So we're talking about a code here, and how does this code hit like this? This is what I'm trying to. This is more specifically my point. How does all of this line up like this? Do we need to look into the number system and the language more? Think about, like the clock, right? 3, 6, 9, 12, 12 months in the year, 24 hours in the day. I mean, what's going on? Like, can we have a conversation about this? But they said he was driving under the influence of prescription medication near Atlanta, Georgia. His SUV veered across a median, crashed through a metal fence, and ultimately collided with a restroom at a transit station. He sustained severe injuries in the crash, requiring multiple surgeries and years of rehabilitation. I've never heard of someone losing their leg 5 years after the accident, but again, I'm not a doctor. Marcus Bagwell equals 137 in the ABC 123 cipher. The crash happened on the day leaving 137 days in the year. Again, he's got the New World Order right there. He's got the New World Order, and there's a lot of, I don't want to bring him up, but I'm seeing TRUMP connections here. I'm already shadow banned. Trump equals 47 to go with that. NWO, some conspiracy theorists. I'm programmed to say that word, right? Some conspiracy theorists would say Trump is ushering in the New World Order, right? Trump equals 47, NWO. You see that 137? That's the day that uh, the first attempt at getting Trump out of here in Butler, Pennsylvania. Pew pew, bang bang with the ear. That was the 13th day of the 7th month. So look at how his name syncs up here. Marcus Bagwell 137. And the accident leaves 137 days. And then you see how leg amputated, amputate syncs up with his name here as well. I mean, what's up with that? Okay, if you're still not convinced, he gets his leg amputated on the 17th day of July. Buff equals 17. Look at how car crash equals 71. But look at this. Okay? Leg amputated 177 days before his birthday on 17/7, which is 177. Let me repeat. Leg amputated on 17/7, 177, 177 days before his birthday. Even he's born in 1970, which is like 7, leg amputated in the 7th month. And again, you see buff equals 17, car crash equals 71. Buff even has 35 like car crash. We were just talking about the 49s earlier. And here we go again, Richard. Are you there? We were just talking about the 49s earlier. Crash equals 49. WCW equals 49. 49 date numerology, the day of the amputation. This 49 keeps landing. Remember Jim Jones turned 49? July 15th. I covered that. Jim equals 49. That's interesting. Jim like Buff, but Jim Jones, Jim the name, not Jim where you go get buff. That's interesting, right? But Jim equals 49. Jim Jones turned 49 July 15th. That was Dame Lillard's birthday, the basketball player. Remember Green equals 49. Dame Lillard released by the Bucks who wear green. Green like Dame Dolla. Money Green. Rumored to go to the Celtics who wear green. I hear Giannis is also... There was rumors about him going to the Celtics. Giannis has G like green. Antetokounmpo, right? There's more 49s with Dame Lillard. But what about this? Eagles green trending. Former Eagles special teams ace Brian Bremen dies from a rare form of cancer. Don't forget we're in cancer territory with the Zodiac. Eagle green. Eagles equals 49. NFL equals 49. I forgot to bring it up in that decode. I think Super Bowl may also equal 49. Don't quote me on that, but I think this guy was a part of the 2018 Super Bowl winning team with the Eagles. But look at the BB. Brian Bremen, BB. Buff Bagwell, BB. Trending at the same time. Negative stories with both. One more so than the other, but I mean, not by much, right? You see? So those 49s land heavy. Once again. Let's go. Let me just verify what I just said with the Gematrinator calculator. So all of these 49s are hitting. There's that 49 with Super Bowl with that Eagles breakdown. And there's so much Trump going on. Donald even equals 112. Super Bowl, Eagles, NFL, all 49. I think that dude's first name, Brian, equals 49 as well. Or it's his last name. Bremen. His last name's got the 49. 113 like Eagles. BB like Buff Bagwell. You know? And again, Crash. 49. WCW World Championship Wrestling 49. So I think something had to give here. There's no pictures from this accident back in 2020. And that's like Trump 2020 as well. Man, this article's sketchy. It keeps taking me back to the top. There's no pictures of this car accident. And they're saying he's a star. There's no videos or no photos from the incident. You know, the injuries they say never fully healed. I think something had to give. I think he owed something. That's my opinion. You know, whoever this guy is, Stasiak, wrote that the situation is hard for Bagwell, and he included a photo of Bagwell in his hospital bed. Wishing our best to Buff Bagwell. 2020 car accident. You know? Oh, hold on. They're saying amputation on July 10th. Let me verify that. Above the knee leg amputation on July 10th, which that July 10th is still like 107. Let's scroll up. Maybe I'm a week late. Let's see. No, I think, let's see. I think, okay, so look at the article date, July 18th, which is Saturday. Okay. So the article date is from, Friday. It says Thursday he had amputation, which should be the 17th, right? Right? The 18th is Friday. Amputation Thursday. So Thursday was the day before, the 17th. So look down here, it says the 10th. So I don't know what that's about. But somebody needs to check their article writing skills. This is probably just AI, you know. But Buff Bagwell underwent an above the knee leg amputation. Look, it says July 10th. They should have said 2 Thursdays ago, right? Look at that 142 hearts right there. I just saw 142 somewhere. Anyways, let's scroll down that article again a little bit more. Cobb County, Georgia, collided with the fence. Bagwell is age 55, best known for his time in WCW until the promotion was purchased by WWE. They said he had one match against Booker T. And I'm scrolling. 5-time WCW World Tag Team Champion. Age 55 right now. 555. In 96, he joined the NWO. They want you to know that. And started going by the stage name Buff Bagwell. Ooh, NWO. Look at that right there. A cocky heel who became obsessed with his physique. Didn't he have the gimmick like Buff is the stuff? Right? And there they bring up that match against Booker T. Briefly joined WWE facing Booker T in a match for the WCW Championship on July 2nd, and then released a week later. See that? All right. So let's go enter that other date now just to look. Now let's just enter the other date. 7/10. It's still like 17. When was his birthday again? Buff Bagwell. Let's go over here. Okay, he's got the 110 birthday. You know what? That connects with politics as well. Right here, look. There's a lot of, so there's major Trump connections here. I didn't even plan on bringing them up. And there's that 47 that hit earlier. President's got 110. Oops, let me show you. President's got that 110. I think it's just president. Yeah, president's got the 110 like Buff Bagwell's birthday. 110. And there's that 47. Remember we hit earlier with amputate 47. Oh, wow. So let's enter that other date that they're giving us now. 7/10. So now they're saying 7/10. Okay, so his birthday's 1/10, and in that tweet or whatever it was, it said 7/10. Okay, so according to that new date, which doesn't make sense after looking at the article, 181 days after his birthday, right there. That is the 42nd prime number. And you see leg, I mean, supposedly, I mean, maybe if we go to Google, you still get those ones and sevens all the way across. Let's go to Google and see what Google has to say. What day did Buff Bagwell get leg amputated? Look, now here's another date. Look, we got 3 dates. Leg amputated. Look at this. After a 5-year journey on trying to save it. So the crash was 5 years ago. He's age 55. And they said he was a WCW World Tag Team Champ 5 times. So you get 5, 5, 5, 5. How about that? Let's just put New World Order. You see? So this is that's what I think, a shift in global politics. So this may be some kind of symbolism here too. Right? This refers to periods of significant change in international relations and the global balance of power. Remember I told you earlier about balance? He said he was getting his life on track and all of that. Sobriety shirt, bye-bye to the leg. Balance. That's interesting because balance, it's hard to balance with one leg amputated. Do you think I'm stretching here? They give us 3 dates. Look, July 18 right there. July 10 right there. which is a Thursday. But then the article is the 18th. And one day before that was also Thursday. So I'm sticking to my guns with the 17. You know what I'm saying? I'm sticking to my guns. Even 7/10, again, the 10th day of the 7th month is still like 17. Pretty wild stuff, huh? Okay. But you still get that date, August 16th, with the accident. Look at how that connects. Look at that crash like WCW. That, hey, there could be some other crash symbolism too. You know, they always talk about a economic crash. It's like this stuff is so fake, man. Look at that. Bam. There's other characters named Bagwell. I remember Jeff Bagwell, baseball player. You know what? There's a Danny Bagwell who's known for getting in a like a NASCAR crash. What is Danny Bagwell known for? Look at this. Danny Bagwell, American former stock car racing driver who has competed in NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. But look, he's known for this big crash in 1999. You see that right there? So that's a Bagwell known for a crash. This stuff connects by the language, okay? You see what I'm saying? So Bagwell hits with the crash. You see? Because it's already out there. It's like an algorithm. See that right there? And they're saying 1999. They bring up 1999 here with Buff Bagwell. Look when we scroll down. If I can find it. Oh, okay. Maybe it was that 91 right there. But anyways, so what do you think? Are you out there, Richard West? Who's out there? I'll take some bot comments as well. I think something fishy is going on here. You know, you get those Trump connections as well, as always. I had no intention of bringing the character up. So that is my breakdown. You know, 3 different dates, no pictures. No pictures of the Buff Back. Look, Buff Bagwell crash 2020 pictures. Nothing. And they say he's a star. They say he's a legend. That looks like Maven, who's there. Former wrestler who's been popping up in my algorithm as well. They might just be pulling a fast one. They might be pulling our leg here. Right? Because, you know, the rest of his body may be under. I mean, these are actors. You know, so I'm waiting on further proof here. I don't see any. Is there any stories from this crash? Buff Bagwell 2020 crash news story. No, it's all going to be the updated stuff. 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 5 hours ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago. I mean, no images of the crash site? But he's a star? Nothing? Okay. Again, I think something had to give here. Former WCW star Buff Bagwell has leg amputated after complications from a 2020 car crash. That's what they're saying. Until next time.